Welcome back to Cities Skylines 2, and today we have the Dev Diary 7 maps and themes. And I'm very excited for this because we do have confirmation on a few things, including the map size and the buildable area and how that actually all looks like. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video and I will be commenting along the way.
It's easy to forget how much our day-to-day is shaped by where we live. But how our world looks, feels, and changes sets the scene for our lived experience. It's the same for the people in your city.
Before we go any further, just want to point out that you do have the change in the lane for turns on the roads as well. I saw some comments before asking if that would be possible. First of all, yes, that would be possible. We can see in one of the previous dev diaries, they stop coming and just moving back and going the other direction, which is quite nice to see.
And in Cities Skylines 2, the world is a whole lot bigger. You can now build on an area 5 times bigger than before, equivalent to 159 square kilometers.
159 square kilometers is what you can build on. And you can see here all the tiles that you have on the screen. On the bottom left, you have the number of tiles available for you to unlock, and you have plenty of space. You don't need to unlock the ones at the size, you can unlock pockets, and you get more tiles to unlock every milestone that you reach, which are in this case for the city, is the megalopolis. And as you can see, the reason why you see much more is because the map goes pretty far away from what you can actually unlock. This is not buildable area. I don't even think you can lock this with mods. This is basically a way for you to have scenery at the back, and your city doesn't just finish at the edge of the map as it was in Cities Skylines 1.
That's bigger than some countries. Maps are composed of individual tiles. Connect them to create a sweeping urban jungle, or don't connect them to develop interesting...
Quick stop here because that is something quite nice on this screen. And this is the snow caps. As you can see, mountains have snow caps. Now, what should be confirmed is it should depend on the height of the mountain, because the map is not larger in size, it's taller as well. You can build higher up as never before. So I don't know if this happens after you reach a certain height limit, but this looks so cool. Also worth mentioning that on this screen, when you're purchasing maps, you basically click on the left icon in there and this shows up, and you can see the number of permits that you have used. At least on this screen in here, you can see that we select 4 places, and out of 52, which is that number that it shows in there. We can also see that to unlock now, you have to pay for it. So it's just not a matter of just do a quick unlock, you do have to pay for those unlocks. So I think that's the trade-off. Doesn't seem as expensive, especially if you consider how much money Bifa had on this city. If you haven't noticed, New Zealand, it's Bifa's city in there, but it's still like something to keep in mind.
Little pockets of life. You can unlock 441 tiles on each map, but you'll have 9 to work with when you begin your city building. Reach milestones to unlock more.
So this is something nice to take a look. This is a completely different screen for milestones. Obviously, this is the amount of experience you need to reach to get to that milestone that you have in there. As you can see, you have a total of 20 milestones that you can reach. I hope I count that right. If my math doesn't let me down, that's correct. You can still unlock a few different things by reaching those milestones. So I don't know if you get money. I think you do get money by reaching milestones, which is quite nice. You also get this, which I believe is one step for the for your milestone, just like getting from tiny village to small village. And you get this, which are the number of tiles that you can unlock. So to reach tiny village, you unlock 3 new tiles that will be available in here for you to unlock the map. You see that you have some other things, for example, city statistics, media density, some types of roads, loan, taxation, education, and this goes to the new development 3 as well, elementary and high school. So we still unlock buildings as we did before, but it's quite nice. I think it is more organized, livestock farming, forestry, and it will split things that you can unlock from milestones and things that you can unlock from the element 3 as well.
When you do, choose tiles that best serve your expansion plans. Before you click, preview the total buildable area, what natural resources are available, and the cost of that tile. The expanded map inspires you to think big, but remember to think up. Height limits have increased too, freeing you to carve a city higher in the sky than ever before. Building on this scale also invites you to think outside of the box, literally. Create connections to cities beyond the edge of your map to open up trade routes that can accelerate your city's growth. Before you select a map, look at where it sits on the globe. Is it north or south of the equator? And which hemisphere is it in? Check out how much of the map can be built on, which natural resources it has, and what, if any, connections already exist to neighboring cities.
Just one thing to notice in here, the latitude is just northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. What this will impact is basically when your seasons will actually happen. So northern hemisphere at the end of the year is summer or it's winter, and on the southern hemisphere it's summer. So that will change that. So for example, obviously for me, it's always southern hemisphere and left traffic. And for you, that might be something different.
Found a map you like? Click and give your city a name. This is also your chance to change the default theme if you want to. There are 2 themes, European and North American. Themes shape the look and feel of your city, from street markings to cop cars. The biggest difference is the architectural style of residential and commercial buildings.
Just something to keep in mind, themes are a little bit different from what they were in Cities Skylines 1. So in here, the theme actually impacts how the buildings look, how the roads will look, some bus stop options as well, they might change. And in Cities Skylines 1, that was affecting like that the LUTs, your color scheme, and how the ground would look like, how water would look like. There is nothing to do in this game with that. Theme is just how buildings and some vehicles as well will look like in the city.
You can add buildings from the other theme when zoning your city. This lets you pepper European buildings in your North American city, and vice versa. Still, the theme you choose dominates the appearance of your city, and it can't be changed later. There are 10 maps in the base game, each drawing inspiration from real-world locations. You might even recognize them. And with the vast area available on the new expanded maps, terrains are more varied, resources are more accessible, and there are more ways to connect to other cities. You'll discover maps where life is lived on the sandy beaches of a sprawling archipelago. Maps that invite you to build at high altitudes with a mountainside map, or along the winding waters of a rich river delta. There might even be
Someone pointed out on Discord, and
mountainside
just
map,
so you
or
can see, look at these shadows.
the winding waters of a rich
What is
river
that?
delta. There might even be a map that looks like the world outside your window. Select the map that stirs your imagination to set the stage for life and living in the city of your dreams.
The starting maps that we have are definitely awesome, like look really, really good. And I think they are great to build on. Like you have diversity, you have water, you have flat areas, you have mountains, you have everything you could ask for. But for comparison, as I mentioned, and they say on the video that it's around 5 times bigger than Cities Skylines 1. So how that compare? Actually, the playable area for Cities Skylines 1 was 5 by 5 tiles. So 9 of those tiles could be purchased, but the total buildable area would be the 25 tiles, right? So that means 92 kilometers. The maximum buildable area unlocking the 9 tiles would be 33 kilometers. For Cities Skylines 2, you have 441 map tiles, and they total 159 square kilometers, which then is roughly 5 times bigger than Cities Skylines 1. Still not as large as playing with 81 tiles with everything unlocked, but it's still like a lot more than everyone would have without mods, or especially for console players. It's a lot to build on, like, let's be honest, it's still a huge amount of space to build your cities, and I'm quite happy with that. I really like that you have a lot more space, no mods needed, and makes the game runs a lot smoother as well. Also, it's worth noting that the game comes with 10 maps, and if you pre-order the game, you actually get 2 more. One based in San Francisco and one based in Finland. For the outside connections, although some maps already come with them, be aware that it's not because they didn't come with a specific connection that you can't do that. You definitely can create those connections, you just need to unlock the tiles at the edge of the map and create your own connection. So this is not a problem anymore. For example, if you start a map that doesn't have railway connection and later you want to add it, now it's possible, again, without using any mods, and this makes your life easier to pick the map that you actually like without worrying too much about the services that are available. That'll be all for the 7th Tap Diary for maps and themes. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Join our Discord server, the link is in the description, and have a chat with us. We are all really excited about the game, can't wait to play it, and we are also sharing a lot of information that we might find along the way as well. Next week, we'll have climate and seasons, and potentially one of the most exciting ones after the traffic AI that we had a few weeks ago. So really keen on looking for that one, and I hope to see you back there. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye bye.